I'm at 401 North Market Street, and I am here with Keith. Fascinating you are. You've had so much history in the industry of doors and windows and roofing and construction, and you decided how long ago to bring that all together on your own?
12 years ago.
12, okay, yeah, a little over a
Maybe
decade.
more.
That's pretty good. And are you from this area?
No, I'm from Long Island originally, and then got married and raised my children in Ohio.
Oh, wow. Okay. What brought you here?
The economy collapsed a few years ago, I guess in the late 70s, during the mortgage crisis.
Sure, yeah.
Nobody was buying anything in the Midwest. 25-year-old businesses were rolling up their signs and going under. And I had clients here because I had previously been a manufacturer's rep, and some of my company clients here asked me if I would like to come out and work for them as a branch manager.
Okay.
So that's how I got here.
Yeah, and you stayed.
Yeah, I love it here.
We love
Frederick's fabulous.
It is fabulous, isn't it? What do you love about Frederick?
Well, I guess we live in the historic district, and my wife and I go on a walk every night. And we have yet to be on a walk in 20 years where we didn't notice something we hadn't seen before.
Isn't that crazy? I know. I just rode Maryland double-deckers not long ago. Have you been on that yet?
No.
Oh, you got to get on it because seeing everything from 15 feet up,
It's different.
then you see tons of stuff you never noticed before. So
All
Frederick
the architectural details.
Yeah, and just where apartments are that I never even knew existed above storefronts I've been in a million times or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, we love that you love Frederick, but you really are passionate about helping people make their homes fabulous.
Yeah, and that's the key term, helping people.
Yeah.
We have a lot of competitors that are trying to make as much as possible. And
Yeah, sell them stuff, but
but you can sell versus being an adversary. Looking for the win, getting the check. We don't care about that. We want to do what we can to help you realize your design ideas and come up with a product that you're happy with.
Yeah.
And my perfect customer will say when the job is done, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Because most people can't imagine what it's going to look like.
Oh, I cannot. I'm very visual. So you can explain to me all day long. It's when I see it, then I'm like, okay.
We come to the house with an iPad and we take a picture of your house and we could build the items the front of your door.
I need that.
On front of your house.
Yeah.
So you don't need a great imagination.
Yeah. So windows, roofs, and doors. Why those components?
Well, I used to be a rep in the window and door business.
Okay.
And I know that
So
very
you knew
well.
it, yeah.
Yep. And then the federal government had an incentive program for getting a tax credit if you did windows and doors. It was a landslide business. Not a landslide, but a huge rush of business.
Sure.
And then it was over.
Right.
And basically, due to the government incentive, they had sold forward a couple of years worth of demand.
Right.
Because let's do it now before the incentives are gone. And all of a sudden, the business was really flat, so we had to find other areas.
Gotcha.
And it's basically the same customers. I mean, if you need doors, you probably own a roof.
Yeah, I would think so. Yes, for sure.
So that's how we got into that.
How has technology affected the roofing, well, all of it, all the window, door, and roofing business? I would imagine products and things like that have evolved and changed over your years.
Well, I'll tell you a story. We're a dealer for a company, and we're certified installers for an Amish company. And I used to be a manufacturer's rep. I spent a lot of time in factories where they make windows and doors. I was out there last February and walking through their factories. It's an enormous place, and it's an Amish company. I mean, it's everybody that works there is Amish.
Wow.
And you walk through, and they say, well, the women here that work here aren't married yet. And we tell all of the men that work here, this isn't the most important thing you do every day. The most important thing you do every day is you go home and you're head of the family.
Oh, wow.
So we invested just massive amounts of money in creating automated systems so they never run a second shift.
Oh, wow. Wow,
I mean, how many companies
amazing.
you know like that?
No, I don't.
Right?
I don't, especially to put values like that first. That's amazing.
And you go through the factory, and there's all these guys with beards and they're The average Amish guy is 5'7". I never knew that before.
Oh, really?
So here you go through this factory, and everybody's this tall.
You.
Got beards.
To me,
got
still this
homemade
tall.
clothes, and it's just nicest people, and they have an agenda that's higher than just getting their paycheck.
Of course.
So
The culture like that's really great.
That's who makes our products for us.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's a great, I think when consumers understand that, it becomes more worthwhile to invest in the stuff that they've got. Your windows and doors and your roofs, are literally your protection from everything outside your home. So it's
Correct.
important, I think, to invest in something that's quality, but also something that looks nice. And you were telling me that your passion of design and helping people bring it all together is kind of like a little extra mile that you guys go.
Oh yeah, Tom is the rep that does most of the estimating in windows and doors. Although I do my fair share as well. We both have fine arts degrees.
Yeah.
And we're very capable at getting people to realize what their imagination is going to look like.
Yeah.
We can say, have this or this. Put it together. We can put it together on an iPad screen. There's the technology piece.
Yes, I like it.
You can build the whole door, and then we can take that image and superimpose it on a digital photograph of the front of your house, so you see what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
There's a slight delay because digital images never look like the real thing.
Yeah.
So then we have paint samples. So they're not pictures of paint; they're the actual paint samples.
Okay.
Here's what it's the real color. Look at it in daylight.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like on your house.
Yeah.
And we try to help people to go through the process of making sure that the house is coordinated.
Yeah.
And you don't have, chrome shutters on a purple wall.
Like a clown threw up on your house. Yeah.
Right. We help you go through what you like.
Who is your biggest, if you were to describe to me that your biggest customer, are they people who are buying homes that are, 40, 50 years old? Are they people building? Who are the people you're talking to most?
Mostly older people that are trying to make their house what they want it to be.
Yeah.
Always trying to get their dream house together.
Yeah.
Trying to change the image. We have a fair number of people that are trying to control their fuel bills.
Well, that's a big one with all of that. Windows, roofing, and doors, keeping it energy efficient, especially on older properties.
And I work with another company that we have quite an association. We do a lot of business together that handles all the insulation and weather sealing of the envelope. So we can handle all the weather sealing, and it not only saves you money, it changes the comfort level in your house.
Yeah.
A lot of people will tell me that room upstairs is too cold.
Always cold, yeah.
Right, or it's too hot in the summer. We never go up there. We need a fan that never really works. We can fix that.
Wow. That's pretty good, actually, to think about that. That's one thing I never would have really equated to. You always just live with it. Well, why live with it? If you can't use a third of your house or even an eighth or a room, that's silly.
Well, think about it. You have a $600,000 house with 6 rooms in it, and there's 2 that you can't use.
That's crazy. That's a third of your home.
That's $200,000 of investment that's not doing anything for you.
Right. That's a very good point. How about with materials? Has there been a shift in are there hot materials right now that are being used for some of these products, or what's changed in kind of the manufacturing of them?
Glass technology has changed a lot in the last 20 years.
Okay.
So we can insulate much better than we were just a few short years ago. Doors, the technology really hasn't changed much except for paints. Paint used to be something that was, you knew you were going to have to do it over again in a couple of years.
Right.
Now, most door finish guarantees are maybe 2 or 3 years. Ours are 7.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
Because the technology is so much better.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But not everybody invested in the application processes and the chemicals and the paints to make that happen.
Right.
So that's a rarity.
Yeah, that's great. See, another really good thing we ought to be telling people about. Okay, so Maryland Windows, Doors, Roofs.
Yes.com. Yep.
Yeah, so all of that spelled out. Maryland Windows, Doors, Roofs.com. Keith, You've been a pleasure. And I think you're in a competitive field, as you know, but I think getting your story out there, letting people know that you care as much about the finished product and your reputation as you do about getting the sale. And that's pretty cool.
Well, we do one thing else that's a little different.
Yeah.
When you call most companies, you're going to get someone who's going to set an appointment.
Right.
When you call the company, you get me.
Oh, boy.
If you have questions,
Yeah.
you want to talk about projects,
Yeah.
you have something in mind you want to know about, you want price, we'll give you prices,
Yeah.
the view from 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
We'll tell you anything you want to know, and,
Yeah.
and you can't call me too often.
Yeah, and you're not doing that old kind of shift and shake where you kind of don't. You're really, I think when I call people before and they're really vague. Oh, we can't give you a price on this until we come see it, and they make this big deal about it. You'll come see it. You'll give everything exactly and tell people, hey, if you want to shop around, feel free. But
And here's the way to shop.
Yeah,
Here's the data. Go
Here's
look,
the data. Here's the way.
replicate this. See if you can do better.
So I didn't realize your office is right on West All Saints. That's really cool. You're right here.
Yeah.
I love it. Right downtown. This is Keith. I'm gonna put his phone number right on screen so you guys can all give him a call. Of course, about projects you need done on your home. Don't spam him. And we'll put the website up there as well. We thank you so much for being a part of our community. Now we like that you love Frederick.
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant downtown?
The Thai restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Sumitra.
Sumitra is great.
Yeah,
That's really good. How often are you there? Are you there pretty often?
Oh, every month or two we go.
Yeah, I love it too. All right, this is Keith. We thank you guys for watching.